It's another beautiful Wednesday. The best thing on the planet, baby. And I'm your host, Suede Covington. Yeah, you know, the weather in Michigan has been a little crazy. But all I can say is I'd rather for it to rain than snow at this point. All the rain we've gotten, that could have been easily another 15 inches of 20 inches of snow. You know, it's a decent winter so far. But it's not over yet, so we never know what it might hold out for Michigan weather. Say wait a few minutes and then boom, the weather changes. But I will say that I like Michigan for the fact of we have all four seasons here. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall. It's a lot of states that don't have that combination. So, I mean, that's a plus for Michigan. Michigan, give it up for Michigan. So, that's all I'm saying. You know, I like it. I definitely like it. I definitely enjoy it. You know, Michigan weather, baby. But look, let's talk about some things, man. You know, I talk about mental health a lot, and I can't stress it enough, man. You know, the instant today that was on the news about a mother and her two sons freezing to death in a field. Like, come on. That really bothered me though. For two children and a parent to freeze to death. Do you know what that means? Like, it's stages to freezing to death. You know what I'm saying? It's stages to it. It's like, you know, you just don't sit down and then instantly freeze to death. The temperatures, it's a lot of factors. But from the story, I don't know how much of it is true. But from the information that we've all received from the news, the young lady was having a episode or was feeling that that somebody was coming for her. So, I mean, but that still doesn't, well, I can't understand how you still end up freezing to death if you got people looking for you in a field. So, in your mind, if you go to sleep and lay down on this ground in this field, they're not going to see you. They're not going to find you. Like, I don't understand that part. If somebody was looking for it, and if that was the case, then why she didn't reach out? Like, look, you got to reach out. Look, even if you didn't want to deal with your own family, they got homeless shelters. They got, you know, a lot of different things that can help you in that situation. So you didn't have to just, you know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, you could have broke a window and had the police come get you, and at least you could have, you know, been like, hey, I, you know, broke this window. We don't got nowhere, me and my kids. I mean, the police could have directed you to somewhere to go, or they could have made a call and got some information for you. You didn't have to just, you know, you didn't have to freeze to death, though. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about the family in Pontiac?
Yeah, man, I'm like, that's crazy. And then on top of that, the one young lady who survived this ordeal, you know, this tragedy, she got up, woke up, was like, man, I'm out. Let me go knock on some people's doors. Like, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Get some help.
See, when I first heard about that, I'm thinking like, because their family set up a GoFundMe. You get what I'm saying?
Before this?
No. Like, she was going through psychological problems. Mm-hmm. At first, like, my first thing I did was like, damn, y'all saying she was such a caring, loving daughter, granddaughter, mother, this, cousin, sister, that. Why didn't y'all try to help her get a place to stay? But she walked away from her house without no coats and stuff on for the kids. Like, they said she was going through things. Like, family tried to help her before, and she told them to stay away. And told the kids that if you see anybody trying to come to us, run. You get what I mean? So, I think the help that they was trying to give her,
yeah,
it wasn't enough help. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have stepped in. If they would have seen this stuff, if anything, if she wanted to do something to herself, they could have saved the children. You get what I mean?
You know, yeah, that's the other thing though. You know, if now you giving a little bit more information to that.
They said she
They
had
said she was
psychological.
going, yeah, she was
Yeah.
having issues, you know, psychological issues or whatever the case. I
But
mean, if
when
you,
you know that though, when you know
yeah,
that, you should do everything in your power to keep them children safe.
that's the whole thing. If you know you got these issues,
And not even
then
just
you need
her. I'm
to,
talking about her family.
I'm saying in general, if you know you got these issues, then you know you need to get help. Put some guidelines, some safe barriers in place, so when you
you know,
have an episode, you can be taken care
you know,
of. Or the children can be taken care of.
some people aren't willing to take that help. They think they got it under control. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. I'm just glad at least that girl, she survived and was able to go to somebody's house and knock and get herself saved. Because they said when they seen the little girl, she ain't have on no coat or nothing, and they were in an abandoned car. It wasn't her car. They left their house on foot. She left the house on foot with them kids, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
I think they got
man.
like I don't know what she was running from. Something she was running from.
They said she thought somebody was chasing her, coming
yeah,
after her. Yeah, so that's yeah.
whatever she was running from, and who knows though, bro? It could be a baby daddy. It could be anything in that situation, but it's
No, they said that he was dead.
Oh,
He
see, I
got
didn't-
killed, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they said
'Cause that
after he
was-
died, that's what caused her to
yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah. So, you know.
It's unfortunate, and I don't want to sit here and call her crazy neither because I don't know the lady per se.
I you know what? No, I try to stay away from the word crazy and just use issues or you
She
know.
was just disheveled.
Who?
Disheveled.
Uh-oh. What, this one of those words?
Yeah.
Man? All right, break it down then. Come on with it,
Disheveled.
man.
That's basically you're not mentally right and you're all over the place.
Okay. Disheveled.
Disheveled.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You can look it up yourself if you
Yeah,
like.
I can look it up myself. Go
Yeah.
ahead. You talk about it. I'm looking
So
it
I
up.
did go look it up. Make sure I said it right.
You can't do that, man. You can't bring the word and then not be for sure of the word.
Yeah, I'm for sure of it, but like it's
You said-
you're not in the right mind.
Yeah. You got to sound out.
A person, hair, clothing, or appearance, untidy disorder. She was disheveled with her appearance and everything. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and her mind, your mind can be disheveled too.
Wow.
So I mean,
Disheveled.
Okay. That's what's up. That's the word. This is the word
That
of the
wasn't
week.
the word of the-
Disheveled.
that wasn't the word of the
That
week. It
wasn't-
was just one
that
that I
was
just-
one of them words that you know.
yeah.
Oh,
pretty
so,
much.
so what's the word? What's the word of the week then? Since you brought it up, what's the word, man? Tell me.
It's between a couple of them. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me go on my notes.
you go in your notes, man. And so, look.
Well,
if you are, why you looking at these notes? So what? So if you do have these, you know, problems or issues, and there's always a potential for a breakdown. You need to put some type of safeguards in place, or family members. If you know of family members that have mental issues, a chemical imbalance, that need medication or need counseling and therapy, let's get together and put something in place so that we can address those issues. Because the children, I mean, there was no need for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you having those type of issues, let's do some type of family planning.
But they have to be willing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. You know, because you have to look out for the children, the next generation. Because you know what? Now her daughter is going to be messed up.
For the rest of her
For
life.
the rest of her life, she's going to have counseling and deal with that. Because she may feel that at some point she should have woke up and woke them up. You know what I'm saying? And she felt like so you never know how the young lady is going to feel behind that.
She's gonna probably say
She's
it's
gonna have
more
a lot
she
of
could have
issues,
did. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I mean, and you know, it's a lot of mental health issues. I think a lot of it stimulated from COVID too, man. Where people who are normally moving about and hustling and bustling, they don't really have time to deal with their issues or sit down to deal with their issues. And when COVID came, it made a lot of people realize that they had issues or they needed help, and they were in denial about it the whole time. And some people, it stressed them out because they was living dollar to dollar, hand to hand,
Yeah.
check to check. And when they couldn't do that, they panicked. They didn't know what to do. They need crisis management, man. I think you should do crisis management classes.
Yeah. But
Timo's crisis management classes.
they gonna be like, man, this man don't know what he talking about. Okay, so but my words today.
Okay, and wait a minute, hold on. Like, you look kind of spiffy. You got on a button-up shirt and the collar open with the red bottom hat over here. What, you had a date or something?
No, man.
What you doing?
I had a meeting earlier today, and then I went and checked out a venue that I'm doing this
A
weekend.
meeting. You had a meeting, huh?
Yes.
This is sophisticated. You know,
It wasn't
He
a-
didn't say I met up with somebody. He said I had a meeting. Yes, I had a
Well,
meeting.
you
today.
know,
He got lotion
that
on his
this-
hands and everything. You say what?
The state of Michigan owes me some money from Backpay.
Okay.
So I had a meeting with them today.
Yeah.
And I had to file an appeal on something from
Okay.
2007 in order for me to get the money that I've been owed since September.
Okay.
So
2007.
17, excuse me.
Okay.
It was something from 2017 that it was 100. It was that equaled up to $114 that I owed them.
Okay.
So I said, instead of you just going through this and stopping it, why don't you just take the $114 out of the back pay that you owe me?
Right.
But so I can argue that in arbitration, if that's what they want to call it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It makes sense of the situation.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I got on lotion and everything. So today's word is influence.
Influence.
Influencer.
Okay. Influencer.
An influencer is a person or a thing that influences others.
Okay.
But that is a sick thing. If you are an influencer, why don't you influence people to do great things? Don't influence people to have the most cars. Don't influence people to do certain things like on TikTok. Don't influence them to do things that could kill them. Or little, you know, you see those
understand
kids.
what you're saying.
You get what I mean? Use your influence for something that's right.
But you know, a lot of people feel like they won't get the notoriety
The same way that you do.
by doing something.
I feel like
that. A lot
if
of
you-
people don't want to be positive.
I feel
What do
like
you feel
once
about
you
that?
make your name,
What if I don't want to be positive?
then you
What if I don't want to be influenced by you to do something great?
that's you.
So then why you talking to me that? I'm just saying, why you going like that?
Because you got to think about it. The word influence, right?
Influence. What is it? So
It's,
what is influence?
it's a sickness.
mean? Wait a minute. What?
People who follow influences, it's a sickness.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to be an influencer. Now you trying to tell the people that they sick?
Because
No, I'm sick.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
it's really like for an influencer, a person who really wants to be in the like, but you got things that you want to do in your life that's gonna help the community.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So that's a great influence. That's a positive influence.
So a positive influence. But what if I don't want to do that no more? And I'm sick as an influencer?
Yeah, if you got to be sick in your mind
Uh-huh.
to influence people to do something that you know is harming.
Okay. I see what
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
All those TikTok challenges where them kids were dying of going in the woods and doing rituals on their friends because they seen it happen on TikTok and all this stuff like that from
Yeah.
other influencers. They not knowing that it's fake, that they're doing it. You know what I'm
So they
saying?
should say a disclaimer.
Yeah.
So I should say, hey, I'm Suede Covington, the best thing on the planet, baby. You're watching live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the Cool TV, the coolest station in the world.
man.
It don't get no cooler than this, baby.
Cooler
It's
than the
Suede
other side of the-
Covington
and
and
the-
Timo right here.
Better known as Silk Covington.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's Suede and Silk, baby. Come from a different cloth. You know?
Yes, sir.
He from a worm, I'm from a cow. You know what I'm saying? Move, move. Hey.
But in every word, like going back to what I was talking about though,
Yes.
in every word, like influencer.
Okay.
You know when I say that's ill, what else has that word in it that's killing people too?
Influence?
Influence.
Influenza?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a viral infection
Oh, there we go.
that can be deadly.
So
So being in the, you get what I'm saying?
an influencer can be a viral infection that's deadly.
Because the person that's an influence is viral.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Most influencers are viral people
Right.
on the internet.
Right.
Okay. And then
Uh-oh.
what else is this part of that word?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Influx.
Okay. What's
Influx is an arrival or entry or a large number of people or things. So an influencer gets people coming in influxes to watch.
And then infects them virally and become a sickness.
Yeah, that's ill.
Man, you did a lot of homework on this.
I did. You feel me?
a lot of
Was that
homework.
cool? Come on, man.
That's
Come
a
on,
lot
man.
of. You did a lot of homework on that one.
But you-
hey, give it up for him, man. He did a lot of homework on that one.
You
though.
told me to do.
Hey, say,
I just broke it down to
influencer, which lead to influenza, which also can, you know what I'm saying?
Influx.
Influx. So an influx from
It all-
being a viral sensation.
viral sickness.
A viral sickness.
Yeah, like I mean, I know we're talking about viral sickness inside of your body,
Right.
but if you watch somebody who's viral and they influence you to do something, that's another sickness that you're bringing upon your body because you're so into that and not focused on what you need to be focused on, baby.
Don't wear dress shirts no more and hats because you're too intellectual.
I gotta come with the
You
TV.
gotta come back with the skull cap and the t-shirts. You're making my brain hurt. It's an influx and the influence and the influenza. Man,
It all came from the word influence.
I was about to pull out a pencil and paper. I was wondering it's gonna be a test at the end of the
text it
show.
to you. I text it to you. It's in my notes.
This is a multiple question. Is it a Scantron? Like, what do I need?
Nah,
The influence, the influx, man. That's what's up, though, man. Yeah, the influence is a sickness. I agree with you. For you to influence people to do things that are harmful, that hurt themselves, that hurt other people. Right? Yeah, most definitely. That leads you, but also that comes in with, the difference between right and wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have a moral compass of your own that should guide you and lead you into the right direction.
But see, a lot of the people who follow those influences are children, and
That's true.
And like a
That's
lot
true.
of adults are not paying attention to what their children.
But hey,
watch.
but you know what? All of these children, they're not even supposed to be having a TikTok account. They're not supposed to have a Facebook. They're not supposed to have an Instagram because they're not old enough.
Yeah.
Where is the
parents?
The parents or the
You got single mother
police that
homes,
be shutting down all the sites? You know how they shut your Instagram down?
Oh, yeah.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
Why they're not shutting these little kids' Instagram down? That's what I'm saying.
Because
that's where they should be at. The algorithm should be. That's the word right there. The algorithm should be set to shut down all these accounts that don't seem like they over the
But
age
another thing is,
that's required.
even though
For
they don't
those
seem like
sites.
they're the age of that, as long as they don't violate community standards.
But they violating the policy right there.
See,
The terms and conditions.
The thing is, and it's so messed up because, like me, I use mine for comedy. I use my platforms for comedy.
Right.
If I say something that they don't like, they on my tail.
Right. That's what I'm
You
saying.
feel me? But like the kids, they could go in there and do all these little dances and all this stuff, and they don't say anything about it because they're just having fun. Me, I'm being a menace.
But you being a menace, right? But like I say, once again, the kid's not even supposed to be on there. I don't think you got to be what 14, 15, something.
I got a cousin for 5
a
with a
teenager.
TikTok.
Yeah, but how your cousin with 5 with a TikTok? Man, it ain't not supposed to happen
Well,
like that. Instagram either.
Because also, like, in order for the kids to get on there, and their parents gotta fill it out for them.
No, they don't. Some of the kids can read. They can read at 10.
Well, my cousin
And
can
say,
read at 5,
yeah,
and
no.
my cousin, she stay on there, but some of the stuff he be doing, I don't follow him, but I've
Right.
seen it.
Yeah, I don't. See, that's what needs to happen. They always want to tell on a woman that's got this something on provocative. They want to tell on the guy that's doing something provocative, but they're not shutting down these kid sites that's being influenced by all this information that's on social media. Where's that at? You know what I'm saying? You want to be mad because this person expressed their opinion. You want to be mad because this person want to show their body, and some of them shouldn't show their body. But anyway,
Man.
some of them show their bodies, but nobody's saying, "Hey, that's a 7-year-old kid. Let me report this person. Hey, this is a 5-year-old kid. This is a 7-year-old kid. This is an 8-year-old kid. Let me report this and get this shut down so they can stop doing that." But they not. They're more worried about that than that. Some of them like the kids have them. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know what is crazy, though? That young lady who was getting her hair done, and the hairdresser left that bottle of got to be glue?
Some type of hairspray or something.
Yeah,
on top of the damn.
Top of it.
On top of the warmer for the curling.
Next to it. And it exploded. Right? But this is the inside scoop right here.
She didn't have no license.
She
didn't have a license.
Transgender.
Woohoo.
Oh, you didn't know that?
The one that was doing the hair?
Yeah. You go check it out, man. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? I got a source that told me, like, you know what? He was like, yeah, that was like that. That's a transgender. I said, are you serious? Now, look. Now, I'm going to say this. It depends on how long the person had been transgender that they would have known not to put that glue by the curling iron heater. You feel me?
That's not right to say,
because every woman, look, 90% of the people who use, 80% of the people who use it got to be glue are women.
And those are
or dress like women or act like a woman. You dig what I'm saying? So they all know better
that
because
boy was
of
a girl.
years.
That girl was a boy.
I'm just saying, man. that go. Look, so maybe you might have to ask for the credentials and how long are you trained? How long you been a woman? Because then that'll determine how long.
That's not true.
They know when to glue.
It's a lot of gay men who do hair.
But how long they been doing hair?
True.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
so the gay man been doing hair for years.
Yeah, $40.
You know what I'm saying? They've been doing hair in the basement for years. So you get a woman is it a woman transgender? Yeah.
It's a man turned into a woman.
Yeah, a man turned into a woman.
So ma'am, sir.
Yeah, and then they try to do stuff and then get caught in situations like that. I believe that a woman doing the hair. I've never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? It may have happened. I mean, but I have never heard of it.
But the thing is, the responsibility goes back to the owner who owns that shop. There was a clothing shop in the front, and they had a booth in the back to do hair.
Right.
You're not a licensed cosmetologist, and this is not a license to be a beauty supply.
I think if I'm not mistaken, the license says that one person can have a license and the other people can be under them. So many people that can be under the one person.
But I don't think that lady who owned the place had a license.
Oh, she didn't have a license.
No.
So she was just, it
was utilizing space.
It was, we got this empty space in here.
You do hair, you just come out, yeah.
You can turn it, you can do
and she was
hair.
probably charging booth rent or whatever.
Rent, okay. And then
but I feel like that it goes back to the whatever it is, the transgender, and it goes back to the owner. You know what I'm saying? The family went down there and filed a police report. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was done out of malice at all.
No, I don't think.
I don't think it was done out of malice.
By no means, I don't think the person that was doing the hair, the them that was doing the hair.
That's the pronoun.
That's the they that was doing the hair. Was doing the hair.
THEYE''E''re''.
Yeah, there was no malicious intent.
No.
I think
it was an honest mistake.
I think that the they was just out, doing hair like bam, bam. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't know what they were doing.
And then they didn't know what they were doing. They went to school, and then they put a disclaimer up and said, "Hey, I'm not licensed."
But they didn't. I don't know if she told. Yeah, she did tell them that at first.
I think she did. I know it is after. You know what I'm saying? I got the information and I looked at everything after.
Well, see, so
I don't know.
I seen the text message between everybody, but what she was telling the mother, what they were telling the mother was that, listen, I don't want to go to the cops. We can handle this. The medical bills. What can we do? I guess they thought it was cool to send the edible arrangement, and that would smooth everything over. Did you see that in the text messages too?
No, I didn't see that part.
Bro.
So they sent this. So I'm gonna send you this fruit basket that's like a couple $100. You know
it
what I'm saying?
Even that, like 48.
You looked it up. You looked up the package.
No, I looked at the thing. Like it showed like the receipt.
Like it's got 3 cucumbers, 5 pineapples. That's
3 apples, chocolate covered strawberry,
and 2 grapes. Oh no, that's the $48 basket right there.
Yeah, I used to work at a.
How dare you send me a $48 basket? And my daughter can't see out of her one eye. It's crazy, man. But you know what? That's just the risk that a lot of people take. Because I know women now that they go to the basement of somebody's house and get their hair done, or sit in somebody's living room and get their hair done.
But I'm pretty sure that's somebody they've been getting their hair done by for a long time.
And I'm saying, I think they weren't using those products long enough
to know.
See, now I look because of the wigs. They got wigs out now, so you don't have to use that. So most of the transgenders got wigs on.
They be making wigs,
so they don't use the product. That's why I'm saying, when did they make the transition? If they made the transition, then they would know. I mean, if you agree with me, just put it in the comments. You can remain anonymous if you want to.
Hey, and he's being very transparent about it. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out, how did all that happen? Did they have them facing us? Like, it had to sit up there for a long time for it to do that, for it to just explode like that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, at no point did he. Did the hairdresser grab it? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how. You know what? I can't even go into it because I don't even know how this stuff is used.
I don't even know.
I actually, you know what I thought it was? I thought it was like an air horn. when I first saw it, the way the cap was,
Yeah,
I was like,
you talking about with the
look
gray
at
cap?
that. Yeah, I was like, what is this? It's an air horn? Like, what is this?
So the thing is, though, I don't even do hair, and I know not to put any can that's flammable.
Flammable, any
Or
aerosol can, any like metal
near
can
any
or
heat.
anything by any heat, right?
I won't put it next to my heater, next to
No.
my water heater, next to
No.
my thermostat.
No.
I won't even. Hey,
Next to my lighter, I wouldn't even put it.
I would put it at least underneath like the cabinet, like all for my stuff that I use for my face, my hair and stuff. It's flammable. Alcohol is flammable. All of that. I keep that away from.
You got stuff that you use for your face. And
Yeah,
your
I
hair?
clean
What you use with for your face and your hair?
Well, like I have. Funny guy. Listen, so
what you said.
I keep my hair moisturized.
I'm just asking questions.
I have like a oil sheen that I put in my hair.
Oh, oil sheen.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not supposed. That's flammable too. If you put a light up to it, then
You've done that before when you was little?
of course.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Of course. Hey, listen, I won Boy Scout awards for lighting the fire faster than everybody else, not knowing that I had that Tresemme, ooh la la.
Hot dogs. Light them up.
I'm over there with it like this. Hey, but they already soaking with the stuff on it, so I just had a little match.
Man.
But I mean, I also clean. I know they say you're not supposed to do this, but like I wash like my face with alcohol first. I get a rag, put alcohol in, wash my face. Then I wash all that off. Then I use soap to wash my face again. Let it air dry. You know what I'm saying? I don't put alcohol next to nothing light or nothing like that. You know what I mean? What you looking at?
I was just looking to make sure, when the pimples or anything, it look pretty smooth to me, I guess.
Yeah, I had one. I drank some pop, and I had got one right here.
Yeah, pimple?
Yeah.
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 Did you pop it?
No, I leave it alone.
You'll pop your pimples? Why you'll pop your pimples?
Because it leaves scars.
Even an unpopped pimple can leave a scar.
Yeah, but if you don't treat it right.
You treat your pimples right. You take them out on a date.
Yeah.
You love them.
Buying flowers.
I love you, pimple.
Matter of fact, I gave my pimple one of them roses you got on your head right now.
I love you, pimple.
I love you.
You're the best pimple ever.
Thank you for not exploding on me, okay, and being understanding that I have a date tonight, so. You got to treat your pimples right.
You gotta treat your pimples right, man. I understand that.
Then like with me trying to grow this out and everything too, is like I have like this gel I put on there, and then I put a beard cream on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like before I go to bed and when I wake up, I do it.
You're doing an excessive amount, man, of beauty care.
I mean, I'm a public figure.
You an influencer? You an influencer? Okay, all righty.
I'm a good influencer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, but also it's also a disclaimer too.
Yes. What's the disclaimer?
That I'm an adult and I'm grown. You have to be a certain age to watch my stuff.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you don't allow people who
Like it's
so
like,
all right. So
like some of my.
that's a good question. So you're doing stand up, right? And then you look around the audience and you see some kids in there. Do you stop? What do you do?
No, I just I read my crowd before I even go on stage.
So you alter.
9 times out of 10, kids not supposed to be at my show.
But what if they are though?
Well,
listen, like you just said, what if it is your shows are adult shows?
I did a show in Indianapolis at what was it, Martin Luther University or something like that. Something. It's a Bible college or something like that.
Okay.
But they were renting out the space. It was for somebody's birthday party.
Okay.
And the show was supposed to start at 9. The kids were supposed to be gone by then, but they were still there when they started it.
Okay.
So I just, instead of me cussing, I used words to sound like it.
You just close to it.
Yeah, close to it, but like I was still clean with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I didn't do any sex jokes.
Sex jokes.
No.
So you saved them to they left.
I actually was done before they all left. I did my little 45. Like the parents, I guess, was just so hooked on the show.
Yeah, they just forgot they had kids. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like, and that's
I
up to.
don't even think I got kids.
That's
no
up
more.
to
This guy's
entertainment.
funny.
You know what I'm saying? That's up to the entertainer's discretion, though. But I feel like certain things shouldn't be exposed to children.
So
Now, whatever you do
in that situation,
that's just like when kids come to you and be like, "You be eating something." My mama buy me them all the time. Okay, well, go get your mama to buy you some, because I'm not.
Buy some more. I'm not
because I don't
giving
know
you mine.
what your mama gives you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You know,
that's
so
what I'm saying.
you get what I mean. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and give you like your parents don't want you to eat candy at a certain part of time, and you over here chilling with my kids. I'm not gonna give you no candy and go and they be mad at me.
Well, what if they tell you, my mama funnier than you,
I wouldn't care.
and what do you say? My mama cuss better than you. What do you do then?
I said that's a great. Tell your mama I said good job. Hey, but in my head I'm like, you think I give up? You know what I mean?
So all right. So okay. So
Oh, I hit him with you're entitled to your own opinion.
you're entitled to your own opinion?
You know, as you get older, you're able to say what you feel.
Say what you feel. Say what you like. Right.
Say what you like. Say what you
Yeah.
feel. If your
Well, to
mama,
a certain extent. Right?
if your mama tell jokes better than me, congratulations.
What if he was like, you ain't that funny, and I saw you in my mama's house last night? What are you gonna do then?
Didn't we tell you to take your ass to bed?
That's what you gonna do.
Probably not. I'm probably be like, you got me mistaken.
That's-
You're
so
mistaken
you
me
don't lie to
for
him? You don't lie to the
you're
kid?
mistaken me for somebody else. Frank, shut up! Can't you see me and your son talking? Don't I? Hey, look, man, I think you need to leave this place before I catch your case, because I'm gonna whoop your tail.
Dude. That's hilarious.
But
man.
any like also like if I wasn't really seriously dating a girl like that, I would always just go like either she'll come where I'm at, or I would go over there when the kids wasn't there.
You go over there when the kids weren't there? Oh, you one of them, huh?
Yeah, I don't, you know.
If you got kids, let me know when your kids going to sleep, then I'll come over.
Yeah, or let me know that they daddy house. Because I think that's one thing I really don't do a lot of is bring my children around different women. If I'm dating and she's not nothing permanent, I don't want my kids to be around them. You get what I mean? I don't want them to think it's cool to have like think that's the way to life. Like, you know, marriage ain't always the way to life neither, bro. But you know, I don't want to have my kids around multiple people. And then one day I got somebody new around, they be like, well, what happened to Keisha? And I said, hey, go on back there in the back. Me and your grandma, me and your stepmama rolling up Keisha right there. You don't supposed to be around this. You get what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you gonna tell them?
Yeah. But no, like I you know, I tend not to do that unless I know it's something serious. You know, and it might not be nothing permanent, but if it's serious at that time, and you know, and you feel comfortable with me meeting your child, and I feel comfortable with you meeting mine, then we can do that. You know what I'm saying? I tend not to do that because the kids get attached to each other when the adults don't even like each other no more. So you know what I'm saying? That messes up the kids because they done made a friend or a step sibling, and they're not able to see them no more, and that kind of messes up the kid, I think.
Yeah, because the children do build a bond.
That's like with me. Like my mom dated my sister's dad for a while. My younger sister's dad.
Right.
And I got to know his, like, we still call each other brothers and sisters to this day, even though our parents aren't together. But for a while, I didn't see them. And I was around them since I was like 3. And then when I got 12, you know what I mean? I'm not seeing Keisha and Sid no more. So it's, you know what I mean? So it's like, how they doing? What they, don't worry about them. They ain't our family. What you mean? They were my family since I was 3 or 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 12. That's 8, 9 years of my childhood that I experienced with them every weekend. You know what I mean? So of course that bothered me for a while because I always wondered where they was at.
Where they was at.
You know what I'm saying? And didn't understand how relationships went at that time.
Yeah, you just, saw this dude and was like, yeah.
That's because I ain't never like, and also I can't even lie. Maurice was a great father figure to me.
Okay.
Even though he was, him and my mom had their issues, but he
Right,
didn't
right.
treat me that way. If I got in trouble, if I did something wrong, I got
because you
spanked.
wasn't a woman.
What you mean?
You said the relationship between your mama and him was one way, but the relationship with you
But he never.
and him was a
it did-
different way.
Despite him and my mom splitting up, he still didn't. I just didn't go out there with him anymore. It was him and my mom. But when he came and got my sister and Christmas and stuff, he still looked out. You know what I mean?
What? So instead of just buying one Happy Meal, he bought 2.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Instead of one Little Caesars hot and ready, he bought 3.
No. Little Caesars was they didn't have the $5 pieces then. They had the big long brick of the pizza.
With the pizza with the 2 pizzas
yeah,
and the paper.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, you do. You from the city where it's made. Ooh, if I had that in Atlanta, I know you had it. But yeah. So, but I think that molded me too to like don't have everybody around my kids for one if they're not permanent.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't have your kids around it. I mean, well, yeah. If you don't feel like if you just messing around with people, just cause here and there, no, those people you shouldn't be around. You know what I'm saying?
You can't put temporary people in permanent spots.
No, you can't. But so you shouldn't put, like you said, temporary people in permanent spots. If this is temporary,
Or
don't
giving
put
them
in
permanent titles
spot.
if they're temporary.
Yeah. No,
So
don't
many
do that.
people like this. I remember I was talking to one girl and she was like, "When I'm gonna see my stepsons?" You lucky you see me. You lucky you see me, cause you like this one girl. Like I'm dead serious. This one girl always wanted to meet my mom, and she didn't even know her dad. Meet your own parents first.
Trying to be my mama, meet your daddy.
Meet your daddy
Go find
first.
your daddy. I don't know who your daddy is.
You know, but I mean, different strokes for different folks.
I mean, but you know, like you say, yeah, man, you shouldn't have, fly by night. If this is just a booty call, the booty call dude shouldn't meet the kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't hold a significant place or any type of value.
You know what's
other
weird?
Than just,
You know what's weird?
What's that?
Like, okay, if you meet her at church, and then like the kids see you around there, but you with your family, and you be at her house, and then the baby turn around looking at you, like they know who you is, and your old lady like, why that baby keep looking at you?
And be like, you be over our house.
Yeah, him came and fixed the AC. Mama was saying, who is hot in here? Him fixed it. And then her took him in her room.
Sound like you've been around this situation a lot.
Him had mom praying.
You got the whole dialogue down.
Him had mom praying. Her said, my God, a lot of times. Her caught the spirit.
Man, stop it.
And no airplane, the spirit.
You silly.
Her love him. Her love him.
Her love him.
Her love him.
That's an awkward situation, man. If you was that and you there and you I don't know, why would you put yourself in that type of situation though?
Hey man.
I mean, if you're gonna do something, there's so many other women. Why would you do something at this job, church, the community center where you're gonna have your family at, you know what I'm saying, or the school? Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? You make the whole situation uncomfortable for everybody because you selfish.
I said school. I'm not selfish.
Yes, you are. If you so
one of the teachers AIDS at my son's
but if you but you're not dating, it's a difference.
I'm not
you're not dating another woman that's got a kid at that school.
No, I have a kid at that school, and then
you had a girlfriend or something.
No. My son's mother, went to my son's graduation, and she came up and gave me a hug.
You felt awkward.
No, I didn't. My baby mom was like, "What's that all about?" I said, "That's none of your business."
Yeah, I mean, why did she ask though? What's it her concern?
They do that.
You know what I'm saying? What you worried about it? If y'all not together, why you worried about if another woman come up? She knew what she was getting into when she left you alone. You know what I'm saying? She knew you was a player all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't no player.
He straightened his hat before he came in. You know what I'm saying? He had his hat like this. He was like, "What's up, man? How you doing, baby?" You see? That's how he had his hat before he came through the door. Then when he came through the door, he tried to straighten it out like he's straight lace. No. And he says, "Hello, yes.
No.
Influencer. This is the influx of the influenza."
What's your heart beating for? No, but it was when I went to my son's graduation for kindergarten.
Yeah.
It was a teacher's aide.
Yeah.
And her mom, she gave me a hug, but we went out a couple times. But
you know the teacher's aide?
Yeah.
You couldn't get with a teacher, so you got with the teacher's aide?
I wasn't the teacher.
You're watching the Suede Covington Show, the best thing on the planet, baby! Live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station
in the world, man.
With your man Suede Covington and
Mr. Timo, better known as Mr. Silk Covington.
Oh, Silk Covington in the house, player. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta be silk when I wear a long coat and a hat.
Oh man. He walk in the room like, "Hey baby, it's me, Silk, baby.
Hey baby, it's me, Silk. Did you make them tacos like I asked you to? I ain't gonna ask you no more.
Did you make your Kool-Aid, baby?
Hey,
I don't like you know the Kool-Aid.
The last time it was kind of capital Y, capital T, baby. It didn't have a lot of sugar in it. You hear me? I like my Kool-Aid sweet, baby. I'm the silkiest thing on the planet, baby.
That's it, baby. Silky smooth, silky smooth. What's up, man? So what you got going this weekend, man? You doing any shows? What's up?
Yeah, I have a show at Hotel St. Regis this weekend with Mike Larry, Mike Chase, Simply Chanel, Judge Miles. We have a guest spot coming in from Houston. I can't think of her name. We also got Q So Crazy on that show.
Okay.
It's a great show. Tickets are $25 on Eventbrite. It's slightly higher at the door. I think we're using a ballroom. I went over there today after I had my meeting there, and I said, "Damn, the Hotel St. Regis right there. Let me go check it out because I've never been in there." And the guy gave me a tour of the whole hotel. It was nice.
Gave you a nice tour.
Yeah. And then on the 20th, I start phase 2 of my apprenticeship for Boeing. It's BTAP for cybersecurity.
Oh, okay.
So
part 2?
Yeah, part 2. Like they gave me on January 12th. I started doing the training, and they gave me 2 sections to complete before the 20th, which I already completed.
Okay.
And then on the 20th, I have to complete those sections of it before the 31st.
Okay.
Out of over 12,000 people, they picked 25. I'm one of the 25 that they picked.
Out of 12,000?
Over 12,000 people.
I think you stood out because you're kind of tall, so they just saw
They
you
didn't
over
see me.
everybody else.
I applied online and I took a
No,
test.
they saw you.
They said, you know what? He got reach.
He can get those nuts and bolts at the top up there.
We said cybersecurity, but he's going to be securing the planes. It's for Boeing, though, too.
It's for Boeing.
Yes.
It's Boeing. What is Boeing? A lot of people don't know what Boeing is.
Boeing is a $1 billion company. They make airplanes and a lot of other things. They have their hands tied in a lot of things.
They do they? Okay, so those are the ones who make the planes that people be acting crazy on, Spirit.
All planes are damn near Boeings.
I thought
Lear makes them, but
Lear,
a lot of planes are Boeings.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
So a lot of commercial planes.
Commercial planes and private planes
are Boeing.
Yeah.
Boeing 747, 737, 757.
Private jet, PJs, all that.
Yeah.
But see, basically what they do, PJ, private jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make private jets too.
You ever been on a private jet? Mm-hmm. You have?
Yeah, I just sat on there and then got right back off. I wasn't there. So yes, if I've been on one, yeah, I've been on one, but we didn't take off.
Have you traveled on a private jet?
No, I haven't. I haven't had the luxury.
I've traveled on a private jet.
You have?
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh man, it's
Did they
to
feed
the
you?
max, man. It's to the max. Yeah.
But you know, PJs go for about $20,000 a flight, or like a round trip or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. But they got. If you go online, you can do some research. They have a package like not Uber, like Airbnb, but like for the planes. Yeah, they got something like that, and it's starting off at 50,000 for 4 hours or 6 hours.
Jeez, but I have a friend. She lives in Tampa, Clearwater, around there, whatever.
Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, but she works at a private jet place. And so during COVID,
private jet place.
Well, they rent out private jets. So like, for instance,
a smaller airport.
A smaller airport. Yes, they have a what do they call it?
Private airport.
They call it a.
Is that gonna help you bring the plane down? That's gonna help you think of what it is.
It's where they lock the plane. Pardon me, but she works for them, and like I was down in Tampa. It was a lot of people who had got COVID out of the country, and they couldn't fly commercial.
Right.
So in order for them to get back home, they had to fly private. Woo! But no, so like it was people paying $146,000 for a flight for like the person with COVID, and then like it was like a couple who was stuck in Florida. I mean not Florida, but Mexico. But they had to get to where they lived in order to get treatment the way that they needed it, and they had to pay $170,000 for one flight.
That was just there.
But they also medic jets too. Like if somebody,
that's different.
They have medic jets.
Yeah.
And they have helicopters, but like a lot of those. Yeah. So that's what she makes a great. She makes 12% on it.
12% on every flight or every she sells.
Anytime anybody calls and she sells it to them.
Yeah.
12%.
Yeah, but like I say, man, 50,000. Last time I checked, it's 50,000 to get you 4 hours. 4 hours, wherever you can go in 4 hours. That's what it is. Man, you know what I'm saying?
What we going to get? A UP? And that?
100,000, man. 100,000 to get you, 8 hours. So you can So it'll take you about 3 to 4 hours to fly to California.
Right.
Vegas. So there you go. You take a Vegas trip, you know what I'm saying? But they also have something where, you know how they have, the truck drivers don't like to come back with empty freights because it's not making any money. They got the same thing with the airplanes too, with the private jets.
You
can end up flying back with a group of people. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, but for a minimum on a private jet. So it's a lot of things you can, factor into the situation.
Yeah. What else? So 4 hours for that price, we fly to Atlanta and then have fun for about an hour and then fly back.
No, you can stay as long as you want. You can book the flight. You don't have to leave when you get there.
Okay, so like so you're paying for 4 hours.
You're paying for 4 hours. However you want to use it. However you want to use it. You want to take 2 trips to Atlanta? Because you got an hour. There's an hour there and an hour back. You dig what I'm saying? So that's 2 trips. But you on a private jet, but it's only an hour, so it's like really. Before you get comfortable, they bring you champagne, and I had a cheese tray.
Charcuterie board.
You know what I'm saying? I
And
do
just small
cheese, sausages and stuff, man. They had whatever I kind of really wanted on there, man.
This, you know how so many of
And then
us
the airports was nice too because I flew out of Oakland County Airport. They have a private airport.
kind of like the one down on the east side of Detroit.
Yeah, yep, pretty
The
much
city-
like
the
it. But it's
city
a lot
airport?
better than that one.
Oh,
It looks
okay.
better. The inside was, man, the snacks and everything was free.
Where I'm from,
it was
like,
really
my-
good.
my
Dog,
son-
if you don't stop
What?
adjusting yourself, man.
No, it's my
I
belt,
mean,
bro.
They looking at you, man. Your belly too big for the belt or
No,
something?
I just got it too tight. When I sit down, I got a little belly now. Cushion. Yeah. The fluffiest stomach on the planet, baby.
Woo! Man.
But I noticed something too, like how some of us will ride like coach or whatever. Or,
Yeah.
But I seen something. This girl was flying from somewhere, and she upgraded her seat to a first class seat, and it had it wasn't like going to the byway, got the bed in it, but it had like this big old space where it was comfortable. You could stretch out, do everything, and she upgraded that. Her flight was originally like $179, but for first class she paid an additional $250. And they gave her two bags that she was gonna check. They gave them to her for free to bring on.
What airline was this?
I can't. I'll let you know in a second.
Okay.
But what she did was, with all of that for an extra $250, she got comfort. She was comfortable, and she was able to get a meal for an 8-hour flight.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then she had her own little 32-inch TV right there.
Yeah.
And
first class is lit, man.
She said so. When you think it's out of reach, it's really not, because that extra $250 you was gonna end up paying for them bags anyway.
You know? Yeah, it's not out of reach, man. It's just people just don't realize.
People are
that.
just too frugal sometimes.
Yeah, well, they don't really look for catch for the sales, and then and a lot of flights be booked, and they be like, anybody want to transfer to the first? I be like, me,
Hey.
me. I want to get first class because first class is lit, man.
I was going
you
to
get free drinks, free sandwiches, snacks. You get as many snacks as you want to.
I think one time I got.
I like it when they close the curtain too, so they
Yeah.
can't see me.
Close the curtain. The poor people are looking.
I be looking at the curtain though. I be looking at like,
What they doing there?
with it.
But,
I got my drink first.
Sometimes it's good. Like, some people be such in a rush. I was on the way back from California last year, January. I stayed in California for a week doing comedy.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I flew to Vegas. That was one of my trading points. And in Vegas, they was like, okay, does anybody want to give up their seat in this plane? We'll give you $350. I said, cool. And so the next flight will be here in an hour. So I made $350 for waiting an hour. I didn't have no rush to get back home. Then that flight came. Like, I ended up getting like $1,000 because I sat out 3 flights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She was
And
racking up the bread.
they gave them to me on American Express
gift cards, yeah.
Yeah, like
they
I can
do
use
that.
it anywhere.
They do that, yeah.
So I was like, hey man, I'll stay here for 2 days.
Extra days, huh? Yeah.
Hey, they got a bathroom right there. I got my cleaning. I got my stuff, my soap in here. I got my little traveling size stuff.
Oh, what, on the airplane?
Yeah,
You
like
go in the bathroom and wash up?
no, like that night I did. Yeah,
In the airplane?
Yeah, in the
Oh,
airport.
In that little bitty
No,
Oh,
in the
you in the airport. I thought you were on the plane.
no, in the airport.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
I took my little carry-on bag in there, and
Hey, look, so, you know what I'm saying? It's getting close to that time. We getting ready to get out of here. I just want to say, as people as you decide what your careers are, what job you want to take, what type of technical training or training you want to get. If you don't really know, why don't you give something that can take a class or get a certification or some type of education to give back to the community? A lot of times you got people coming out being chemical engineers, mechanical engineers, a lot of different other things, and that doesn't allow you to give back to the community. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could though.
Well, yeah.
If you wanted to teach your own class to set up kids in high school,
Right,
to
but
do it.
what I'm saying is like a service to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Before you have people that, there was the barter and the trade system. I'll fix your car if you fix me a cake. Or,
Mm-hmm.
the electrician and fix it. And there was, people were surviving.
Right.
That made it a lot easier because, I get these.
That was the
this,
barter
this.
system.
Yeah, but it no longer exists because you don't have those type of
It just depends on who your
careers.
friends are.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I mean, in your community. So I'm saying, let's make these people your friends. Let's get these careers so you can be friends. And I'm just saying,
when they
basically, for
stop-
people who don't have a definite definition of where they want to go in life and what they want to do, do
you can
something to
always-
give back to the community.
You can always take a chance on taking, like, you might find a course that you might like. You might not like doing the job when you get it, but you did it. And you can teach that knowledge to somebody else, too.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, most definitely train. Yeah, most definitely training somebody else to do something. Yeah, that's cool. That's definitely cool. But at the same token, let that still be something that can give back to the community. And this is only for people who don't know what they want to do and don't have a definite direction in their life. You can give back to the community by your career, your job, or whatever it is that you're doing. You can give back to the community by that.
That's something I plan on doing too. After I get these certifications with cybersecurity, teaching them how to do that as well, so they can lead out, and that's a great paying job.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So instead of having to think that you have to go work at McDonald's, you can learn this trade. And by the time you 18, you can go take those tests and get certified and apply for a job doing cybersecurity where you're making 6 figures.
Making 6 figures, right? So like I said, don't leave out the skilled trades, don't leave out cybersecurity, because now everything's getting hacked. Your phone, social security number, your socks, your shoe size. They hacking everything.
Air tags.
You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff. So
your cars.
Man, that's a good one, because like I say, let's try to get back into that. And then, you know what that does? It also takes a lot of stress off of the community, because people thinking they have to work 1,000 hours and all this other kind of stuff. Hey man, I'll fix your car and I'll put a deck in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? I'll fix your car, I'll put a deck in it. I'll put the lights up on it. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole community working together.
Right.
And we got to get back to that.
And that's kind of like
at some point.
What you're doing in your personal life, what you're trying to run for and do. First thing I asked you was, I said, you got a position for me? Because that's something I would want to learn too. And you know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's what, that's each one teach one.
That's it. Each one teach one, and then each one help each other out. Like I said, Sally need her car fixed. She gonna make you a plate for the next 2 days and give you a cake. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no Thanksgiving. She gonna make you a turkey.
And she gonna make you a turkey. You
but
know
see,
what I mean? That's just a part of the trade.
Those gestures like that goes a long way with people.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey, thank you. It's been another wonderful Wednesday here with your man Suede Covington and Timo, a.k.a.
Silk Covington.
If you're not standing up doing a comedy, your man sitting down right here on the Suede Covington Show every Wednesday. So check it out. Tune in. Hey, it's been great. We love y'all. We love the support. Keep giving us the support. Keep telling everybody to tune in. Hey, keep sharing that link on YouTube, Facebook, whatever you share the link on. Do that, and I'll catch you next Wednesday right here, same time, same channel, WJZZ Cool TV. Suede Covington, Timo, best thing on the planet, baby, and we out.
That was a good show too.
Yeah, it was.
Because we got into some. He said, "Hey man, what a Scully in a t-shirt next week." Because when you wear a button up, you too smart.